Hey, we're CIA. We're gonna go through showing you what mine and my wife's pack weighs, what kind of stuff is in each of our packs. My wife's pack is way different than mine. We have stuff for my wife's medical issues, including her seizures, stuff like that. Yes, my wife does have seizures. It's due to a TBI from Afghanistan. So there's certain things in her pack that's not in mine, but we're going to show you what the differences are and what the weight differences are and things like that. We're going to start out with weighing my pack. Okay, right now it's saying this pack, I don't think this is accurate, but it's saying this pack is little over 30 pounds. Right. Yeah, it's over 30 pounds on my pack, and my wife's pack is little over, well, about 13 pounds. She has rods in her back, so this pack usually goes on the back of her wheelchair because of the fact she cannot haul it. So this is a 20 by 10 tarp that we got yesterday from Walmart. This is mainly our survival tarp if we need it. Right here is my maps, things like that. My sunglasses are in here. We actually got this yesterday. This is another dry bag. These are my sunglasses. This is our maps, things like that. Yes, I have the stuff colored out so you cannot tell where actually we're at. Then there's another dry bag. And on our IP VPN addresses, we actually have a fake IP address on both of them. She's using the United States one. I'm using somewhere from around the world, so you cannot actually track where actually our locations are at. And up here is our my first aid and stuff. Up here, and then we have in here. This is my survival. This has my name, my last name, my last four, my Black Ops badge number, and it says Survival Supplies Box 1. This has a lot of our first aid. This has a couple of our first aid items in it because we cannot get all our first aid stuff in one of these boxes. So we have the ointment for like itching, like poison ivy, stuff like that. We have matches, hand warmers, two different types of the water purification tablets. In this one, okay, this has my flare gun. You have to, when you put something in your bag, like a bug out bag, you have to be able to use it more than one way. This flare gun you can use as a close proximity weapon. Think about it this way: if you hit somebody in the stomach with the flare gun, they're going to end up killing that SOB. So I recommend you highly don't use it unless absolutely necessary. Also, you can use it for signaling. Everybody knows that. Also, another thing you can do is you can use it for a fire starter. But beware, again, just like the first one, close proximity weapon, this will cause a 17,000 degree fire minimum. So only use that if you, in the extreme cold, when you are like 20 below, 30 below, things like that. That's the only time you want to use that. We also have a canned heat in here. My wife also has canned heat in hers. We also have one in each of our tackle boxes. We also have a trauma box right over there. We also have paracord in here. And when I take stuff apart, I take the laces out, or whatever, and I'll put the laces in here so we have extra cordage. That's a little bit of what's in that one. Here's another watertight bag. I don't know if that's my wife's or if that's mine. Okay, here's my other watertight bag. One of those is my wife's, one of those is mine. Same with the red ones. This is my machete. This is the machete that I trust, and I tell everybody else to trust. This also has my military information on it. My wife's military information until I'm able to get her one. This one's actually wrapped with olive drab paracord. This is can be used for a spear, for fishing. This could be used for a close proximity weapon. So yeah, this is something I use. I've never used that machete. That's still basically a brand new machete. This was actually bought at Walmart. This was bought at a sportsman's store here. I'm not going to say which one because then you'll figure out where I'm at. So we're doing a lot of stuff for covert methods. This is my phone case for my phone. That's empty right now. This is a lot of our other supplies that's in this dry bag. This has my last name on it. My wife also has one in her backpack. We'll go through that pack later on this video. This is a small entrenching tool. That's for actually my metal detector that I have. This is a signal horn. This is another way of signaling if we absolutely need to. I can also develop this to a really badass tripwire system to set off for an alarm. This is some of our fishing supplies. Yes, I actually carry a lot of the gear because my wife cannot carry it. Again, this is some of our stuff for my other metal detector. This is the smaller metal detector that will tell me exactly where that piece of metal is and what kind of metal it is. Here's my batteries for the other detector as well. I also have a 9 volt in here for this one. So I have all my batteries in that. This is for weighing some of my supplies up to 11 pounds. This is for making different types of my weaponry, things like that. I'm not telling you what kind of weaponry I'm making or if I need to or when I'm going to fucking make it. This is a suit that you can wear it when it rains. But that one was initially bought for my wife, but she could not wear it. So I initially got it for her. But where's the keys at for that?
It's in my fanny pack.
Alright. I'm gonna be going through the top if I can find the keys for my packs. You know where that?
It's in the big part. It's in my phone case.
It's in the phone case. So this is my wife's phone case. She also keeps the keys for my pack.
Oh.
Sorry for that. We're now going to go through the small survival area that's up top. See, this is mainly our first aid. And then we're going to go through my wife's pack in a few minutes. We're going to go through the rest of my pack, and then this is my first aid. This has a bite and sting kit, it has Benadryl, it has an EpiPen, because my wife and I have both found out overseas we're allergic to bees. we found out that because we're also allergic to scorpions, and scorpions and bees actually have the same exact neurotoxin in the stinger, which means if you're allergic to bees, you're not allowed to go overseas because you will get stung, you will end up dead. So that's why we're no longer allowed to be deployed. That's one of the reasons. We also have afterbite in here. We have Benadryl for another way to treat allergic reactions. This is my. I'm not going to show you everything is here, but you can see Coban in here. You can see trauma bandages, kind of. We have a little bit of everything in this box. I need to find the fucking keys again. I don't have the fucking keys. Or the fucking lock. Fuck. Alright, there they are. Alright. Now we're gonna go through the smaller section of this backpack. Alright. These are TSA locks. So anybody that's a TSA can actually go through your pack. They recommend those because of the fact if you're going on the bus or you're going on in the airport, this is what I recommend you get. These are all my cables, things like that for charging stuff on the bus. These are all C chargers, which is the type of phone we have. We have like 3 or 4 different types of phones. The most advanced we have right now is the phones we have now. That's the C chargers. This is a water purification device. I also have some stuff that came from another survival kit that I used to have. The other stuff got stolen, so we'll slowly have to replace everything. This is my wife's rain jacket that has her last name and her Black Ops badge number on here. I also have mine here. You have 2 umbrellas. This was actually given to us last week when we were in a storm by somebody that was bypassing us when we were getting on the bus. We also have burn release spray. My wife also has a thing of hers. My babies, my throwing knives. This also has my and my wife's military information on it. We got these from a sporting goods store. These are bags for packing dishes or whatever in camp dishes. These are some of the operating instructions for this and a couple other things for that. That is basically what's in my pack. So we're now going to go through my wife's pack.
Not right now.
No, we're going to go through it real quick. Honey, I told the reason my wife she doesn't want to be embarrassed. I'm telling her not to be embarrassed. She has things in her pack that is for her because of the fact she has a seizure disorder. My wife wants to go through her bag. So this is what's going to happen. Is she's going to go through. I want her to go through every pocket so everybody knows what's in her bag.
What's my fanny pack?
Your fanny pack's on the bed, sweetheart.
It's right here.
Okay.
I'm missing a couple packs.
I mean, that's fine, sweetheart. Yes, my wife is a smoker. I don't fault her for that. Happy wife, happy life. So if she's happy, you're going to be happy if you're married. So this is what I recommend you do. You can still see a lot of my supplies are on my bed. Or on our bed. We're in a basically unknown location. We're going to... You see... Is that the aspirin or is that Benadryl? That's
Benadryl.
aspirin. Okay, that's...
It's aspirin now.
Oh, that's aspirin. That's good for giving somebody that's having chest pain to prevent a possible heart attack from happening or going any further. So now my wife's going to go through her bag. Honey, you need to go through every pocket, please. This is her sunglasses right there. Or deodorant. Yeah, she uses mainly deodorant. She loves men deodorant. She has baby powder. Those can be used for your socks. That's her toothbrush. Or when you're developing a rash somewhere, you can use baby powder. That's her kid's toothpaste because she has fragile gums. Do her a medical issue. That's one of her smallest pouches on that backpack.
That ain't my smallest one.
Well, that's one of your smallest, sweetheart. That's mainly where her grooming stuff is, if she needs to find it. I have yet to pack any of my grooming stuff into my bag. And I do have multiple other watertight carrying cases. One is actually going to be for my wife. The other one is going to be for some of my other stuff. Okay, this is the second pouch. Okay, that's my wife's fan right there to keep us cool and during the hot summer days. My battery actually died in mine, so I have to.
I'm not going to go through that again.
Honey, it doesn't matter, sweetheart. This is my wife's survival case. That you can kind of see what's in it. That's her wheelchair ties for her tying her wheelchair down. You know, when we're on a bus or whatever. That is your poison ivy stuff. So if you're in poison ivy area, you can have something that. My wife does not want to be embarrassed. That's why she's not wanting to go through that top pouch. That's some of her medical stuff. If she has a seizure, she can. And she also has to change clothes in there. So if she does have a seizure, it's in there. So
that top part, I'm not going through.
I know. I'm just telling everybody what's in it, sweetheart. That's kind of what's in our bag. Well, you see Dr. Pepper. We actually got that from a Walmart in the area. And then, maybe in a future video, we're going to be going through our. Yeah, that's one of my wife's carabiners. We're going to go through our trauma kit that we developed from a Walmart. Everything was bought basically from Walmart on that trauma trauma case. And you can see over there, it's one of our fishing kits. And then we have another one on the bed. We're actually developing these right now. We're going to be going through these in a future video. We're going to be showing some kind of badass shit and how to use some of the stuff that we actually have in those. So look for that in a future video. Yeah, our room's kind of a mess right now. We haven't had time to go clean it in a while.
Because I'm fucking feeling.
Because my wife has had a migraine for 4 days, or basically ended last night. We had to call EMS yesterday evening because of my wife having a migraine for 4 days. And then when we got to the hospital, we were in the triage area for about 2 hours.
A little bit over 2 hours.
She said she felt like she was going to have a seizure, so I gave her one of her meds that basically caused her not to have another seizure. It's called Ativan. It will actually stop a seizure before the seizure even hits. So I will go through another video for the fishing kits that we're developing. Also, our trauma box we'll go through in a future video. So be looking for videos from that. So, God bless, be safe. Oh yeah, these. We always buy ice cream containers in plastic containers. Also these right here, this is our change jar. This is just for our pennies though. We always reuse these. We have yet to wash these out. We'll probably wash these out today. We're going to reuse them. And then we'll put these in our bags if we need to. We're also making some fire starter that I'm going to be using later on. So just keep out for videos like that. You guys, just be safe out there. Don't do anything stupid. And then come try to blame me for if you do something stupid. It's on you. If you decide to use the flare gun to kill somebody, it's on you. Don't come blaming me for that shit. Because I told you on how to fucking do it. Don't be stupid and then come blame me for your stupidity. I hate that. And so, I'm putting that warning out there to keep stupid people from being stupid. Like, especially like President fucking dumbass Trump. Yes, my wife and I are Biden fans. Alright, that's the end. God bless.